Here we are, back again with another review with me, Kevin, from Kevin Grant on Whisky. I did plan on reviewing this one last week, but I done the chaos instead. I got two bottles delivered around the same time. One was Impulse, as I said about the chaos from North Star. That just came a wee email when I was driving by my local shop, which was selling it, and I picked it up. I did get this one previously though, something a little bit different. You know, looking at that Christmas idea, kind of find something very close to Christmas with all these Christmas puddings, spices and dates and things like that, which give you that festive cheer. So I found this. I've never had anything. It's the Lakes, the one fine blended whisky, so it's English as well. So I've kind of gone off from the usual single malts or blended malts and Scottish whisky altogether. I've went somewhere different. I went down south. I think it's Cumbria these guys are from. I think it was Paul Curry. He was co-founder of Arran Distillery, which is one of the founders of the Lakes Distillery. So there's a lot of good influence around there. I know like Arran, I like a lot of their products that's out there just now. So I'm expecting good things. As you can see, I have opened it. I did get it and I thought, well, I've missed the bus. I can't hold too long, but I'll still give a review on it. So I've got a little bit out of it. I've sent a couple of samples away also. The cool thing with this as well, it is natural colour. It's probably one of the darkest whiskies I've seen as well. We'll get it in the glass though. So the thing with this is blended whiskey. So they've got, the main part is the Lakes, is what it's mainly made up of. There's also whiskey from Speyside and Islay. So when I seen that, I thought, okay, there's going to be a lot of softness in there from Speyside, and it could be quite rugged and quite rough from Islay. Good combination though, because it balances it out. It could really work. But I've never tried the Lakes, so I don't know what that is on its own. I know they brought this out prior to their single malt releases and things like that to try and get a little bit of cash flow coming in. This is what they had in the bank for it. So the colour of it, I'll show you. Hopefully you can see that. It really is caramel dark, and it is all natural. It's a sherry cask and Pedro Jimenez cask finish, 46.6% ABV. On the nose, it has those kind of red cola cubes. That sweet, soft caramel. There is that little spice that comes through. It has got that kind of Christmas pudding, Christmas cake, kind of pine needles from trees, you know, the Christmas tree, that kind of freshness as well. But the thing that gets me is when it says Islay, I don't get much peat or at all, you know, it would catch me off if I had this in a blind taste, and I don't get it. But it is sweet, very sweet on the nose. There's not an alcohol burn, but that kind of caramel, Christmas cake, Christmas tree, a fresh one, the pine needles on it, and just very subtle spice. We'll get this on the palate. Cheers, folks. That little spice at the end is very mouth coating again. It's still got those, it's a kind of more dates and little kind of like brown sugar note to it. But you get that typical PX sherry, that sweetness that you're going to expect from something as rich in colour and being natural as well from it. But it's very good. I think I picked this up all in, it was £38, so it was under £40 for something which, to take a hit on, something I'm not too sure about that I've never tried. I thought, do you know what, it's worth it, worth a go. I've seen some of the reviews on the Lakes and people are really making a big deal about it, so I thought I'll get in the action and give this a go. I like the bottle, I think it's really nice. It's very different. Plain Jane on the front, tells you exactly what you need to know. I do like it. On the back it does tell us it's a singular blend of select grain and malt Scotch whiskies from Speyside and Islay, with a Lakes single malt at its heart. So you're getting dates, sun-dried raisins, sultanas, polished wood, I kind of get that on the palate. I couldn't quite figure out what I was meaning, but a polished wood definitely is what I think I can feel there. Everything else I've kind of got the macadamia nuts. I didn't really get a nutty note from it. Dark chocolate, gentle smoke on the palate with a long, warming, rich finish. All of that's there, bar the smoke. I don't get the smoke, but that's fine. It's still really good without that. So if you're someone that doesn't like peat, you don't enjoy it that much, this would still be one to go for, just for the fact that you might see smoke on the back if you check the tasting notes. But for me, I don't get it. It's fresh, it's crisp, it is Christmassy. It is, what it says on the back is very close to, it is similar to what I got, but nuttiness I didn't get. Polished wood, there's something similar that I'm getting. It might not be polished wood, but there's something I just can't put a note to it, if that makes sense. But those kind of cola cubes, cola bottles used to get, that was like my very first impression. Soft spices, little ginger, that Christmas cake, Christmas pudding, and then the tree. It's just Parma violet slightly maybe. Yeah, I'm still not getting the smoke coming through. So for me then, if it's coming from Islay, I'm trying to figure out where that would be from. I do sometimes get a kind of slight nutty note with Bunnahabhain, and having the tasting note on the back there saying nutty, that could be from Bunna, as a slight thing, because everything else really packs a punch of peat on Islay, bar Bamore, which is slightly there, unless it's going to be Bruichladdich, some degree of that. But I really don't know what the makeup is. That's what I want to try and find out. I was going to do a lot of research and come to the table, but I like to go blind into these things and taste it the way I feel what I get from it, and not have a really check and tell you everything that you can go and research for yourself. This is what I think of it. But I do really enjoy it. I would recommend it. I have sent a few drams out to people to try, because I know some people think Scotch is the best thing out there. Being biased, it definitely is. Just from anything from Scotland is the best. I'm only joking. But this has been a great impulse. I think the English whisky could potentially have a big say on the market. I don't think it will compete ever to the extent of what Scotch does, Scotch whisky, but this is a good start, especially accessible for price, which is great. The colour, if you see that and then someone tells you this is natural colour, you're going to draw to it. For me, I could maybe have 1 dram of this, maybe 2, but I couldn't sit and keep going back to it. This will take me a while to drink because it's so rich. It's got so much flavour going on that I would have to take my time. So this could probably be in my collection for a year. It might actually go quicker because I will end up sending more samples out for people to try because it's something different. Excuse me. But I'm going to go and sit back. I know I usually put these out on a Friday. It is Wednesday. It's a day off. Friday, I've got work, so I don't have the time to do it or the time to post it. So I'm going to edit it now since you're watching it, yeah. And I'll get another one next week, maybe on Friday. Need to find out when I'm off, can't remember. But I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for everyone that's been, all my subscribers that have already done that, and all the new ones that have put on. I've seen a couple come through this week, so welcome to the channel and thanks for the support. Weekly content will be coming out, all whisky related obviously. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm going to try and mess about with this tomorrow. I'm off and make a kind of personal account and my channel's account, if that makes sense, just to kind of divert a little bit and get with the times really. So again, thanks for following. If you want to follow me on Instagram just now, it is Kevin Grant on Whisky. You can see things that I put up there and when my videos are being released and things like that. And tune in next week and let's talk whisky. Slange you folks.